Hello, everybody. My name is Cuddle Wolf, and welcome to Neon Scavenger. I love how the music just died. Okay, we're without music now. Cool, cool. I didn't know, and no, it wasn't. It didn't loop. Beats. Um, this is a over the top survival game in which us, the character, wakes up from a deep sleep. I streamed this a bit in the past. I actually enjoyed playing this in the past. I haven't played it in quite a couple years, but I honestly enjoyed it. Usually die in a couple of days, though. Once we get our footing, pretty golden for at least a minute. It is. There is permadeath. I don't think there's an option to save and reload if we die. I think once we dead, we're dead. We have to restart the whole game from start. So yeah, that's cool. I've never seen the ending of this and I don't think we'll see that tonight either. But I mean, cool. Check this out again. Trip down memory lane. So new game. Here's the abilities we got to choose from. We only have 15 points yet, and we choose flaws. There's the music. We choose flaws. We gain some points. Let's see, these will allow you ability you choose from, flaws you choose from. These will allow more abilities, but beware they come with disadvantages because flaws. So here we go. We got strength. We got strong. Can carry more without being encumbered. Melee attacks are more damaging. Can create obstacles in combat. And obviously, strong creates takes 6 points. Medic, improved healing rate, a procedure training, and sterilization techniques. More detailed stat bars on condition screen, which is mighty useful. Hiding, ability to hide is more effective. Camp concealment stat invisible on camp screen. Melee, better chance to hit in melee combat. Higher wound severity, better defense in combat. Can lay trip in combat as well. Eagle Eye can see 1 hex further than normal light. In line of sight, permitting and can detect hitting things easier. Tracking can spot older tracks than normal and can hide tracks more efficiently. Athlete, less fatigue per move, can run away faster in battle, can run further on a map before run move depletes. Water intake, metabolism, food and water intake rate reduced, healing rate slightly reduced. Hacking, skill at manipulating computers. Tough, higher pain threshold, immune system effectiveness, and resistance to wound. Can headbutt in combat because we're thick skulled. Trap, it can trap and prepare animals. Botany, knowledge of herbs, fungus, and other useful plants. Lockpicking, knowledge in bypassing locks and other security devices. Electrician, knowledge of electrical systems and components. Mechanic, knowledge of mechanical systems and components and range. Skill with ranged weaponry. Flaws, we can be fragile. Physical wounds, pain, and infections are more severe to you. Heal and slower, we get 4 points. Metabolism, food, water intake rates increase, healing rates slightly increase. We gain 2 extra points for that. Feeble, melee attacks effectiveness is lessened, can carry less. High can see 1 hex less than normal, and detecting hidden creatures is harder. Somic, difficulty staying asleep, and sleep is less beneficial. Get 1 point for that. Everetted, out of shape and fatigued faster than normal, or than usual. So let's get the abilities that take points first. What melee? Tough. Let's see, we put strong. We're gonna need Junkie. How you doing, my friend? If we do strong, we're gonna need something to bump that up. And if we did that, I would I would do I would take out ability to see what would take one hex away, as well as a sonic. That seems pretty good. How you doing tonight? So I like this cunning right now. Ooh, you wake up disoriented, slumped over in the base of an empty Cairo sleep pod. No damp from the chiral fluid. The thick dust from the floor clings to your skin, leaving a clean spot on the ground where a large O5 is painted. Pretty good. That's good. That's good. I'm peachy right now. I'm peachy, my friend. Where a large O5 is painted across the room, there's an open door to the hallway and a broken window leading outside. Just as you gather your wits, an unearthly scream erupts from down the hall beyond the doorway. Something is coming, and it's coming fast. We can either fight this some bitch, or we can get the hell out of here. I don't know what we're gonna do. What should we do, Junkie? I'll let you choose our first life or death situation. Should we fight it? Should we escape or should we fight it? Melee, prepare to kick its ass. Strength, prepare to kick its ass. It ain't gonna matter. We're gonna prepare to kick its ass no matter which one we choose. We're gonna drop kick him. We're gonna drop kick a fool. Hear the birds in the distance? The hell out? Okay. Get the hell out, Junkie says. Okay. Bam. You decide to make a break for it and dive to the broken window. Glass rakes your skin as you stumble on an overgrown hedge. Your cover starts sprinting away from the building. No looking back. Just running to put distance between you and whatever that thing was. After a while, though, you start to notice a chill in the air, the discomfort of running barefoot, and the frustration at being unable to remember much of anything, who you are, why you're in a Cairo sleep, and where you are. You're going to need some answers. These are going to be people in the next 100 years that, those rich people that paid money to do this. Our upper left arm was scratched, as you can see down here. Player's upper left arm was scratched. The distant report of guns disrupt your thought. Cock your head listening, but it's over as quickly as it started. Obviously, you're not alone here, though it doesn't necessarily comfort you. You snap out of it. First things first. You tell yourself, let's make sure we lost that thing. When traveling the world on Neon Scavenger, you will notice some hexes with boxes and magnifying glasses on them. Boxes mean that the hex has items to pick up. A gold outline means there's new items since you last been there. Magnifying glass means that the hex has been scavenged for items. Most of the really useful stuff must be found by scavenging. However, scavenging takes time and energy, and you risk danger every time you do. Yes, sir. That man, he's a dog man. I ain't gonna fight him. Junkie said run. And goddamn, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so we're in pain. You're getting colder. We're pretty comfortable. We're not carrying too much crap. We're well rested. Uh, we're pretty good on everything. Pretty good on everything. Joe zoomed out mini map. So the map is pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was only this big at first. And like, okie dokie. Uh, the hell am I? There we go. So we got some stones, 88.5 condition, and we got scrap paper. It reads medic tannin tea, skill, fireproof, waterproof container, one heat source, water, non-chemical, and a tanning sauce. Tanning source. We'll carry that in one hand, and we'll carry some rocks in the other. A bronze talisman on a braided leather string. Current condition, we're barefoot. Kind of want to play? It's not bad. It's not bad. I will not lie to you. I will not say it's easy. Oh, are those tracks? Are those my tracks? Imagine they weren't my tracks. It's on Steam. I'm not sure if it's on sale or not, but water. Can't take it with me. Nothing on the ground. Cool. All right. Cool. Cool. You know what the problem is with the situation that we're in? That man has a hunting rifle. I don't know if you guys noticed this or not, but you only got stones. Yeah. We're take cover. Oh, he's visible. He's approaching us though. Stranger takes cover. Oh, so we're both taking cover. Okay. Talk. Bad mother. They're moving. Oh, they're moving. We're temporarily distracted, so we can't do nothing. Our turn. Oh, well, bruh, he's charging at us. We're gonna run. Careful base and proxy. We're gonna flee. Surrender to target. Caution. Drop all your items and offer your surrender. Both you and the target must see each other. No. Oh, he's catching up. You ever had a poop? He's running after us, friend. Take cover. Dive behind something. Okay. Okay. Oh my God. We're not ready to fight a man with a rifle yet. As you approach the town, there's no sign of activity. Buildings stand in ruins. Vehicles are overturned and blackened with fire. Explosion marks radiate outwards towards walls and Outwards from walls and pavement in the distance, strange-looking creatures circled the sky, like monstrous leathery vultures. The world has drastically changed what you knew. Some sort of event has befallen Earth, returning mankind to the Dark Age. Along with it, your hopes of finding a warm meal and some answers, you decide to look around and scavenge what you can from the ruins. Rest here. Glass shard, not too good. Oh, it's a disposable bag. Disposable bag. Give me that bag. Hell yeah. Put that little piece of paper right there. Yes, sir. Handful of string. Yes, sir. That glass shard. Yes, sir. These rocks. Uh-huh. Put them in the bag, too. Can I scavenge? I can scavenge. Okay. E. Okay. To scavenge a hex, you must first choose a location to search. Must first choose a location to search. Some hexes have only one. Others may have more. Then you'll be shown the relative success chance and safety levels of the scavenging progress. You are also shown tools and skills you can use to adjust the results. Green/full bars are good. Red/empty bars are bad. Loot, chance of finding loot or a campsite. Safety, chance of avoiding an accident. Sneak, chance of scavenging without attracting attention. Choose your options carefully. So it's relatively safe. The loot ain't gonna be really good. And we don't have a real bad chance of drawing attention. We got a chance. What do we got going on? We got a storage shed, abandoned house, a locked storage shed, and an abandoned mobile home. What's abandoned house? Does it change? Suburbs are hit hard within the collapse, with masses of people fleeing urban centers in search of supplies and supernatural threats approaching from the wild. The suburbs became a front line in a war for survival. Still, houses like these are so numerous that some have been entirely missed by scavengers, and they tend to be less likely to fall over than bigger buildings in urban centers. It decreased our safety, but increased our loot chance, as well as sneak. You found something. The activity likely alerted nearby creatures. Got a saucepan. Kind of need these. Oh. Medium length string. Dirty rags. No. Modern hypothermia. But that's not good. But I don't want modern hypothermia. Oh, the loot ain't that good. The loot ain't that good. Nothing useful here. So we got a lighter. I want the lighter. Clean rags. Locked storage sheds are a good sign someone thinks there's something valuable inside and nobody else has been able to remove it yet. The question is, can you get past the lock? Nope. Go to inventory. Oh wait, let's do this. River, use a craft. Add more water. Handful of berries. Claire ate some berries. Go fill these up. There we go. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We got some water. We need looking around you. There appears to be a few areas worth checking out. We're gonna check out a shack in the woods. Ooh. Being far removed from the urban centers, this good shack we have more promise. However, it could also be the home of survivors or Matilda. Remember, so beware of booby traps. We max out our safety and everything at the cost of sneak. Squirrel snare. Some bullets, basic lock picking tools. Hold up. Suddenly. Of course, but I just want to see what I can make. Sharpened spear. Okay, so I had to end my turn. I can make a sharpened spear. What if I use a medium? Won't work. It has to be the big. Get the hell out of here, bruh. It has to be the big one. I know this stuff. How the hell do I know this stuff? Doesn't matter. Say I've got my spear. Gonna kind of need that. I'm not gonna grab this. I don't have no room for any of this. I bet it looks like there's some sort of abandoned car. It's covered in filth, and what glass remains is almost obscure with grime. So it's been here for a while. It's hard to tell if anything is inside. The door on the side is open. Though it looks like a tattered sleeping bag spills through the opening. Hate the sleeping bag. It's filthy, and you shuddered. Of all the things that might have lived in here over the years, but its warmth and not freezing to death beats hygiene any day. Those sleeping bags must be on the ground or in your camp when ending a turn to have any effect. Well, I ain't got room for it. I'm going to come back for the sleeping bag. Abandoned house, yes. Not a lot of loot. Yeah, you likely alerted nearby creatures. That's okay. Pair of binoculars. Foil, piece of paper. broken glass, another disposable bag. I need a book bag. I personally would like a book bag or a grocery cart. Okay. Not locked. Boom. Boom. Nothing. 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 For realsies? I gotta work our way back to the sleeping bag. The player is unable to see well in these conditions, making an activity difficult. Uh-oh. I know what it was, too. Sharpened spear. Alright, so that's what we're gonna do. Will it take cover? And then we're gonna... We'll see if we can find it. I don't think they're close enough. Pharaoh... Oh, whoa! That some bitch tackled us. Unknown assailant. A tackled player. Player falls to the ground. Must regain footage. Continue. Player exposed to an easy attack for a moment. Player needs a moment to recover before acting again. Feral dog. Fallen and vulnerable. Dog is getting up. Hold. We're gonna grab the dog and pull him down. Well, exploding kittens? No, exploding kittens sounds fun. Maybe in the next couple of days we will. Maybe next couple of days we'll do exploding kittens. Hold on, reach for the target and attempt to throw them off their footing. Chance to injure target and knock them down. Must be in melee range. Must see target. High chance of being detected hidden. Not always available. We can always try putting the dog in a sleeper, too. Or we can crawl. Pull the dog down. Get your ass back down here. Look at me, pooch. Trying to attack me? Did it attack me? Feral dog attacks player and hits. Feral dog scratches player's lower right arm with a bite. Player pulls feral dog down to the ground. Feral dog's head was whipped. And take that. Take that, dog. Give you whiplash. We gotta get up quickly. Because, the dog actually cares. We should threaten it. Get the fuck out of here, doggy. No, we're gonna melee search. Launch a flurry. Melee attacks at the target. Chance to hit target 1 to 3 times, and a chance to set up for 1 turn. Automatically lose 1 turn. Okay, must be in like range and all this and that stuff. That's what we're gonna do. But oh, it tackled me again. Okay. Player launches a flurry of attacks at the feral dog and hits. Player needs a moment to recover before acting again. Feral dog needs a moment to recover before attacking again. Acting again. Feral dog is exposed to an easy attack for a moment. Player shredded feral dog's upper left arm with a sharpened spear stab. Feral dog is stunned and unable to move for a moment. Player torn open feral dog's upper left arm with a sharpened spear stab. Left dog's left arm becomes crippled. Player whipped feral dog's lower chest with a sharpened spear stab. Feral dog tackles player. Even though the dog has no use in it of its left arm, it still tackles player, and player falls to the ground. Both the player and feral dog are bleeding. Our blood is slowly mixing with each other. Crawl away, get up. The dog has fallen, and it cannot get up. But we, the human with a spear, can get up. It's trying to get up. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to go on the offense again. Oh shit, it got serious. Player launches flurry of attacks to the feral dog and hits. Player needs a moment to recover before acting again. Feral dog needs a moment to recover before acting again. Feral dog is exposed to easy attack for a moment. Player gashed feral dog's lower chest with a sharp spear stab. Feral dog is coughing up blood. Feral dog is stunned and unable to move for a moment. Feral dog is in severe pain. Is having troubles concentrating. Player mauled the feral dog's lower chest with a sharp spear. Feral dog died to acute bleeding in the lungs. Feral dog lost consciousness. I love how the dog died before it lost consciousness. Feral dog fell on the ground. I feel they could have. I feel it should. I feel it should have went a little different. I feel this is the conclusion to our fight is like in the middle. But the feral dog is now dead. We are victorious. And with that said, there it is. The doggy corpse. Not destroy it. Where's my crafting menu? Where'd my craft? Oh my god! Minor cut, minor bruising, minor bleeding, minor pain. Minor cut, minor pain. The dog kind of beat us up a little bit. Where is the crafting area? Dog. Shard of glass. Doggy meat. Ooh. And disposable bag. I mean, we can take the disposable bag with us. We can pack it in with some doggy meat, the doggy chops. The player's bleeding. Oh, okay. Camp. Shelter's not the best. Available campsites. A room bungalow. Okay. Your defenses, make sure you're in a safe spot. I kind of want to start a small fire. So, you know. Boom. There we go. Tiny fire. The hell is that gonna do? Oh, great. Players burned up a little bit by a small fire. It's also a little bit easier to spot. Fire. Can I cook the dog food? Can I cook the dog? Bert, I kinda need a cooked dog. Where's my knife at? Where's my this dog meat's gonna go to waste. I don't like it. Okay. Go to sleep. As night falls, you notice a bright glow come from the east. Easily visible through the treetops, it's no guarantee, but it could be a sign of civilization. Maybe even a lead on where you are or who. And if nothing else, it's a good landmark to strike towards as any. See, the game assumed we would live this long. Go to sleep. I'd fallen asleep. It's okay. I'd have trouble falling asleep too if I knew these conditions are unacceptable. Go to sleep. We froze to death. Maybe we would have took the damn sleeping bag, we wouldn't have had that issue. Yeah. So it's permadeath. Like there's no reloading. Once you're dead, you're dead. I want to keep medic. I'm actually switch over to medic. What I have? I had tough, melee. No, Salvia. So we have two. Out of shape. We're out of shape now. We fatigue a little faster. We're blind and we're out of shape. We're overweight. I get the medic for that, so. I kind of want lock picking. Emergency dump another stasis tank. That's crazy. I mean, with the control panel, you can call up the emergency stasis activation code, doing so will override the normal thawing process procedure and dump an entire tank content onto the floor instantly. The rush of sub-freezing fluid might scare out the monster, or maybe the monster will go for the sleeper instead of you. Dump the reality show star. Dump the CEO. Oh, shit. In the code for the celebrity. You rush back to your own tube and reseal it. Tank number 1 starts to hum. The seal breaks. In a roaring rush of fluid, the room squeals and flexes with a chilling coat of liquid nitrogen covering the floor, which moments. Within moments, the nitrogen has boiled off to room temperature, leaving a frozen Nanticle on the floor. Initially, Dogman backs up, unsure of the commotion that just occurred. However, Hunger quickly places concern. The smell of thawing flesh catches attention. He starts dragging the body off, probably to its lair, and his career was just warming up. Oh, yes. Search console for records. So now we can actually explore. If you have to console for any patient information to come across 3 records, Tank 1. Anton Blubber. Committed 11/11/2012. Emergency contact. Angela Blubber, 45 Campbell Street, Detroit, Michigan, 48210. Build information, Angela Blubber, 45 Campbell Street, Detroit, Michigan. Tank 5, that's us. Philip. So we are a Philip. Kindred. 09015. 09/15/2019. No data. Build information. 20141117. Detroit Savings Bank. So we're in Detroit, seems to be. Then we have the mayor. Climb out the window. So we're not going to explore anymore. You said to go outside and see if you can figure out where you are. Avoid broken glass. You step into the still and outdoors Rustlings of plants that have grown wild in the area. It's cool outside and damp, probably morning. The distant report of gun. Catch your attention, you cock your head listening. But it's over as quickly as it started. Obviously, you're not alone out here. That doesn't necessarily comfort you still. Parking lot of the Cairo facility, but everything looks disused and in disrepair. Plants have pushed their way through the pavement and over the facility. Worst of all, doesn't look familiar. You remember this place, or you don't remember this place, or even who you are. Your frustration mounts, but you catch it and put it in check. Might as well take a look around. Okay. Look at that. Beautiful. Book bag. Book bag. That's great. Valued at $40, but I ain't selling it. It's not for sale. Got some waves. Scrap of foil. A scrap of paper. Quality torch lit. Plus 1 flame source. 1 quantity medium shaft with kindling unit. Keep that with me. I don't know if I can I don't know if I have to keep it on me the entire time. I do want the glass. I should take another bottle just in case things go south. This. Take the foil. Okay. Nothing going on. We're gonna go. So we're gonna go in here, scavenge. All right, shoe. Oh, we got pants. And we got a monkey wrench. We got some prescription pill bottle labeled Pharmacon warfarin prescription blood thinners. So we got an olive color hoodie. Gives us some pockets. We got some jeans. Gives us more pockets. T-shirt. We'll put T-shirt on too. Personally, I think we should probably wait to keep the shoe on. Blind, yeah, being blind ain't good. Not telling me what the conditions are. Do I got glass? I do got glass. So I mean, I could make a better weapon. Make another spear. Bottle right here. It's gonna be kind of weird with just one shoe on, but I mean. Okay. We died. Looking around you, there appears to be a few areas worth checking out. I don't even know where we're at. Abandoned office tower, crumbling apartment building. Pretty saved. Use the strength to possibly get better loot. You decide to check out a crumbling apartment building. It's messy inside. Broken bricks lie in piles. Bits of glass spew strewed everywhere like glittering dust, water stains, and dead shelter from the elements. Scavengers before you obviously picked most of the easy scores clean, but a little elbow grease and some risk taking might reward treasure seekers. And reward it did. Oh my god, we got a box. Not a rock though. Oh, I thought it was the left foot. A tarp. Yeah, let's take that tarp with us. For glass shards. We're okay for a minute. Due to their nature, office towers weren't primary looting targets. During the food riots, more obvious targets got the most attention. Later on, astute, the scavengers realized many offices had bottled water, and often kitchens. What's more, is the supply closets of 10 contained valuable survival tools. The supplies weren't expected to be great, but worth a shot. Okay, still got some stuff. I got a pan. Let me take this saucepan. Fill up our bottle with some water. I think everything else is kind of useful, but kind of useless. I'm putting this in my pocket. A disposable bag. Put that in my pocket too. Don't mind if I do something right in there. Popsicle. Meat without the heat. Another crumbling building. A makeshift rag shoe. I mean, if I go back down, I can just grab the other sand. I can grab the other shoe. Boom, boom. We got another bottle. We have another bottle of water. Tarp. I'm not sure if I should be caring about the tarp right now. Or this much of the tarp. Sunlight. I don't know what we do with sunlight, but Cornucola. My bad. I started saying Coca-Cola. It's not Coca-Cola. It's Cornucola. Hey, we're not have to worry about water. We're pretty good on water now. Damn, I put it in my pocket. I can't pull out the bag though. Oh, it's just too big. We just got our tarp. Put that right there. Go back to the scavenge. I know the scavenge. I kind of want to scavenge though. Got a shirt. %, condition. Let me take this bag. Get rid of this bag. This bag's not in good condition. I want the good condition bags. I don't want these damn things ripping while I'm walking down the street. Now it's day. Scavenge. French-made blinkies. I'll put them in my pocket. They're gonna be kind of smushed and destroyed afterwards, but like, sardine crackers. It'll be alright. It'll be okay. Who are you people? Who are you people? Stranger leader. Military rifle with strap. Pistol. Please blindly. Hold up. The leader flees. Okay. That's cool. The leader fled. But he didn't care. And I was doing like all I had is a freaking spear. Brother could have literally took me out in a heartbeat. Realize water. Roof collapsed. The unstable ruins start falling. And, oh. So you're rummaging and a portion of the roof collapsed. You're cut and bruised by the fallen debris. No useful items are found. Next means. Scavenge. We're bleeding. Oh, we got good stuff here. Another lighter. Some bullets. Literally some bullets. Tactical boot. Tactical boot sounds good. I don't have enough room for that snare. I do not have enough room for the snare. I mean, I think we're okay with water bottles right now. That one's actually full. Roast meat on stick. I need this. Plastic pill bottle labeled Carvio painkiller. I need those painkillers too. Shared office building. This office building is in ruins and it's unlikely much survived its collapse. The creaking walls and ceiling are no boost to confidence either. Still, it may mean no one was brave enough or perhaps desperate enough to go in. Guess we found some things. Battered. We're in pain. We're hurting. Coca-Cola t-shirt. You sunk my battleship. The U.S. Coast Guard unleashed campfire Thursday at an abandoned vessel found drifting 50 kilometers off the coast of South Carolina. The vessel had no markings other than the code D32, and it was not found to have any crew or cargo. The plan to sink the ship were briefly put on hold earlier Thursday when a fishing vessel, the 62-foot Anza, claimed savage rights over the ghost ship. However, officials told Ox News that the Eleganza was unable to tow the abandoned ship, and its gutly operations resumed. It had to be done. Ooh, a meat cleaver. Listen, I kind of want that meat cleaver. Kind of want that crowbar. Kind of want every goddamn. it's gonna take a little bit of room. Alright, so let me move this. Put that in my pocket. Oh, the chips are gonna be in the way. There we go. There we go. I still kind of want the crowbar. I won't drop the stick. I won't take the crowbar with me. As night falls, you notice that a bright glow comes from the east. Way, way down there. See, now we should have probably went down instead of the route that we did. I mean, ooh. Nanorobot medical kit. Instead with a strap. I'm able to run. So how do I take? Oh, it's under vehicle. Okay, okay. Can't run. That's fine. Cardboard box. We take the cardboard box. We fill that up with some stuff. There now. It is. Take it. Train's difficulty. We can't run. Can't run. We don't know where this man's at, so we're gonna take cover. What the hell is a melon head? Whatever it is, it beat the shit out of us. We parried. Miss. Leg trip. Try to trip target. Chance of knocking target down. Target must be in melee range. Must see target. Both you and target must not be fallen. High chance of being detected but not hidden. Oh, you dumb bitch. Dodge. Running. Okay, left. So that was a quick fight. heal a little bit here. It won't heal shit here. I woke up. Still okay though. I was falling asleep. Okay. Okay. Now it's daylight. We should probably head to the flashing lights. The lovely lights. Scavenge. Take. Oh, no. Bam. Was that a room? Is that a room? Oh my god. We're hurt. We're hurting. I just want to look at my character real quick. Oh no, food, meat. Okay. Should have skipped my turn there. A waste. Oh, we got 2 crowbars. I'm gonna use this one because this one's weakened. More badly damaged. Crowbar with strap. See, that's what I kind of want. Map. Use it. When sheep and roadside stops, the pocket road mats become something of a tool for modern scavengers. You carefully unfold the giant leaf and try to make sense of where you are. Locate Detroit. You recognize Detroit, even if anything else in your memory is missing. As cities go, it's one of the bigger ones. You trace the route where you are. See minimap. So our goal is to get down to Detroit. As you pick your way through the overgrown ruins, a particular sound becomes briefly audible, it disappears, and picks up again. The movement is carried by air currents. It's distant humming a small gas engines at a place stillness of empty forests and abandoned buildings. Zomzoms, place to eat. We'll talk to Zum Zums in a minute. Another book bag, but it's not as good as the one we got now. Though, I mean, we can still put stuff in it, so. I should take some clothes with us. As a source of distant sounds finally come to view, you stop your tracks, unsure of whether it's safe to continue ahead. You see a Titanic warehouse, like one of those distant distribution from for the apocalypse. There's a dull roar of ethanol generators combined with occasional rev of unsuppressed exhaust from an off-road vehicle. Figures seem to be milling over low extensions to the right. An occasional ATV arrive or departs without fanfare. You don't think you've been spotted yet. This far out, though with all the activity, it's hard to tell. Peering into the distance, you see a bright sign reading Zom Zom. Place to eat hanging over the giant garage door, fenced off behind tarp and barbed wire. Bright lights, welded arcs, and particular shadows can be seen in the fenced area. More lights from within the warehouse. A semi-trailer attached to one of the loading bays acts as a makeshift gate to the pedway into the warehouse. Regular-looking figures line up alongside the trailer, watched over by armed mercenaries. Looks more like a club than anything else. Then you see it. A truck on the other side, offloading prisoners or slaves of some sort. It doesn't bond well, but then again, people come and go freely everywhere else. And they are entering voluntarily through the pedway. Huh? While in line, you feel a flutter of anxiety each time the line advances. With each, you catch a glimpse of what's through the doorway. Trailer, you still can't tell. Most of the people in line are ragtag, looking, wearing mismatched clothing, stink of sweat. Some confused, others bored. Guards are better groomed by comparison, though you suspect they just as murder you for your clothes if they weren't being paid. Up a few wooden plank stairs and inside the semi-trailer, and hollow sounds of a crowd echo down the narrow corridor of the warehouse. To your right is a clipboard and mesh booth, where the attendants is collecting fees and weapons and stamping people before they walk down the trailer into the warehouse. Stock a spectator. The attendant drones. Look interested to pass you. Huh? Never mind, she exhausts. Stamps your hand with a symbol number and nods. Another grizzly merc checks for weapons. You receive a chit where he confiscated items and were ushered down the trailer. You hear a man behind you answer spectator. A detective passing the wall. A sound that said the warehouse proper. Oh. Inside one part super club, one part gladiator pit. A wall of sound assaults your ears as you cross the threshold. Part human canopy or general exhaust, mostly frantic industrial music, and the smell of food and smoke. You can't hear over the noise, but you can feel your stomach rumble at the smell of sweet barbecue. The Carabineers warehouse is dominated by a dirt-floored Arena with high mesh walls. Spectators bring the pit. The pit on three sides. The fourth reserved for large garage doors leading outside to a tarp fenced courtyard. Beyond the door, you catch the flash of wielding arcs. There appears to be a scrapyard robots. Where it appears scrapyard robots are being prepped. And opposite the garage door, the thing you really care about right now, a wide booth with grills spewing sweet and spicy smoke into the rafter above. People clamor to get it and walk away with their prize, smeared over their hands and lips, unlike barbecue. You won. But thirsty and bleeding still. You wade through the dirty patrons, intend on manhandling some ribs or beans and rice, or whatever it is that they're cooking over there. Who knows how long you've been inside Spyro? How long has it been since you had a hot meal, pressing your way through the final wall of hungry patrons? You get an elbow on the counter and desperately try to make eye contact with one of the servers. A few eternal minutes later, one of the apron-clad food slingers glance at you and nod like an excited dog. He reaches for his smoker box, withdraws a loaded skewer, and places it in your hand. Sweet, succulent barbecue. Savoring it at first, you start growing paranoid that it'll be snatched from your hands, and you bear down on it with renewed flavor. Uttered with it against your lips, you absolutely walk away from the grill. It's me. It's like good, fully developed veal. Not young, but not yet beef. Yes, this is definitely like that. And not like any other meat you tasted. In fact, so much so that you think no person with a talent of ordinary normal sensitivities could distinguish it from veal. It is a mild, good meat with no other sharply defined or highly characteristic taste, such as, for instance, goat, high game, or calf. The steak is slightly tougher than prime veal, a little stingy, but not too tough or stingy to be agreeably edible. The roast is tender in color, texture, smell, as well as taste, straight to your certainty that of all the meat you inherently know, veal is the one meat to which this meat accurately comparable. So, veal. Veal is I think it's baby cow. It's not a full adult cow. Not baby cow, but I think veal is a baby cow pretty much. A young cow. Just an announcer pipes up with that some oscillating voice every strip club seems to have. He starts hyping the crowd. Can you count, suckers? He shouts. The patriots start yelling back. I said, can you count, suckers? On cue, a testosterone fuel wave of shouts come from the floor. Raise those numbers, he called with expectation, and everyone raised their fists in unison. The music changes, light switch to UV, and a number appears on all stamped hands. Your heart starts to race. You realize what's happening. Looking around, everyone has a stamp. Most of them don't look like yours. Everyone has numbers, but it's clear now what the symbols are. Most Patreons have silhouettes of vultures next to their name. You look down your hand, and yours is a lamb. For a low number, you feel a bit nauseous, but also relieved. You raise your hand. Nearby patrons look sudden and quickly losing interest. A scream of protest erupts from the far side of the arena. Everyone looks across. Where the commotion is starting, a man hoisted in the air like a crowd surfer at a concert and propelled into the arena gate. Patrons claw at the remainder of his barbecue from his frailing hands, fighting over it like dogs. Guards wrangle the struggling man, toss him onto the dirt floor of the arena. The gate is sealed behind him. The winner is a filthy, weak, and confused-looking man. As he clambers to his feet, a clock and squealing sound resonates. Sendos from the other side of the arena. Cheers start erupting throughout the warehouse as the source of the noise rolls into the arena. Garage door. The bot is a little more than a heavy treading ring of barbed spike. A haphazard hung LED ticker sits atop the mast, flickering the words Morningstar, confirms your suspicion as its nature. Without pausing, the bot starts closing on the human who, to his credit, has given up rattling the cage and now facing a more immediate danger. He starts circling left, leading the bot to one side of the pit, then dashes right as fast as he can, bypassing the bot. Who buys him a few seconds, the bot spins its place on his tread. But he ends up in the same situation on the reverse side of the arena. This continues for a few laps with the human visibly wearing down. Perhaps realizing his error, he switches tactic and leads the robot towards his support column and allows it to get close before ducking behind it. The robot starts turning in place with its treads. He hooked at a pillar, and for a moment it appears to be stuck. You can sense a tingle of hope within the man as he watches the bot rock back and forth. Rock to and fro for several seconds. However, the bot's rock eventually frees it, and it turns to face him again. Crestfallen, the man returns to his original strategy of dodging the robot like a bullfighter, ever more slowly each pass. It doesn't take long for the robot to wear it down. It's already weakened prey, and scores his first hit, trampling his legs under threat. Man's cry of pain is lost in the wave of cheering from the crowd as the robot backs up. The man hardly has time to limp before it rams him again, this time following through and impaling him against the wall. Drunk of bloodlust, the crowd now screams as the robot backs away once more for the stumbling, bleeding man. The bot rams him into the wall one more time and breaks away. This time with a human stuck to its spike. The crowd roars and aesthetically ecstasy, which eventually simmers down to a ramble as the arena service personnel remove the entrails. You mouth the gap. You suddenly feel a wave of nausea. You look around, panic. Try to leave. Spot the door you came in. You start pushing your way through the crowd. Maybe you can handy and shit and get your stuff and go. Hell, maybe you should just forget about the stuff and leave before anybody knows. Hold on, dude. Voice stirs you. Even amongst the shouting crowd, you turn to find a young man with an old face. He looks to be of Asian descent with hair like a mop, big avatar glasses, and improbable white fur coat. You really think you're just gonna walk back out the way you came in? He's visibly amused. You don't notice any weapons, but then again, that outfit. Max. I don't work here. In fact, I'm trying to make sure you don't either. Come on. Turns, heads towards the garage door. Since that's away from the arena's human-sized gate, you decide to follow. You get a sense that he's a patron too, or at least not with management. As neither guard nor patron, he seemed to pay him much attention. A little bird told me. He shouts over the crowd of music. You might know a thing or two about cryogenics. He talks over his shoulder as he walks, as if tossing words your way. I know a guy who's looking for some heavy-duty cooling units and maybe willing to trade for some information. I'm going to score a few. You ride to the massive garage door and see a cool air. And the cool air seems tingled with ozone. His name is Stoot. Come on, dude, I'll introduce you. Out in the robot prep yard, mechanics are tending your creation. Your companion stops along a tall robot reminiscent of a farm combine. Shudder to think what it does to humans with those blades. But then, something inside moves, crawling out from the feeder house. Behind the blade is a mechanic who looks around and satisfied, waves out another, and the second looks more of a patron and then a mechanic. Starved and scared, the pair sulk along the fence line, disappear out of sight. Fur coat guy turns to you with proud yet devious grin on his face. Stowe is pleased to make your acquaintance. Now, about the medical plan, he shrugged. He suggestively taps his wrist. Whoa, a counter offer. There what? Snaps in action. I gotta think. Some place that needs certain items liberated. Makes the air quotes. You trade the bracelet. I'll let you on the hall. What's up? Here's what's up. Camp Graylin. You heard of it, right? Big military base somewhere in Michigan? No? Guess you have to be in certain circles. Flicks something invincible in his coat, from his coat. All sorts of rumors about the place. The one thing that's for sure is full tech and no one tinkers with it. Meanwhile, he knocks the combine bot producing the hollow ring. Sucks, right? Your part is simple. He places the hand on his shoulder. Maybe you've seen a bot around here. Tall, thin fellow, 6 legs, mauling some guy. That's the one. Well, wherever he came from, there's gotta be more. And if I'm doing this with farm machinery, imagine what I could do with old spiny maulers. Tommy's an explosive while puffing up his cheeks. But Stooge waves his finger at nothing. I don't expect you to pilot these babies out of there. What I need you to do is get inside the base and bring back everything you can find on them. Schematics, blueprints, test data. The more the better. Be warned. Death-wired nests. You think these are brutal? Guess it's around the prep yard. Drunk, angry teenagers compared to these trained assailants. In return, he says, "Correction, I'm thinking a power structure will be shifted a bit around here, and the new one will be of I owe you rarity." Points to your chest. So, dealing with lifetime, dude. Nice, he laughs. He extends a hand to meet it with yours. Okay, like I said, a death machine nest. But I got some goodies for that. Just say an advance payment or a signing bonus. Either way. Step 1, he says. Count out with fingers. That bracelet still need me some Cairo goodness, after all. Unsure if you want to give up the strap, you subconsciously fidget with it a moment, then read it over once more. Instead, you decide to share the facility address and keep the name to yourself. Smart, says, tapping the side of his head with his index finger. You're a smart dude. Tell you what, he struts, unlatching a flight case near the combine. A range of electronic parts and gadgets fill the case, scanning his hand across the range of parts. He selects one and closes the case again. Here, he hands you a sort of measuring device. It'll keep you healthy. Remember it when you get there. Okay. As for me, I may have to check into your fancy clinic soon. Coming down with a little something. He fake coughs and clears his throat, grinning. Step 2, get inside. The goodish, baddish news is that your new toy will help, but you'll likely need supplements with tricks of your own. Nobody comes back from there, though rumor has it that protesters managed to embarrass the brass out in Grayland back in the day. You probably have to rummage through some old newspapers to verify that, though. Anyways, that's step 2. Figure out how to get in. Step 3, find a schematic somewhere inconvenient for personnel to get to day and night. Step 4, test data. Download off the control tower. Using this, he hands you a small flashlight. Plug and play, easy. Step 5, bring all of it to me. Got it? He looks over your shoulder. Oh, also, you probably want these back. Turn and see a familiar face from the front gate. She drops a lockbox with your checked items. He casts a glance back at Stoat, and he says, "What? I can't do this alone. Your safest bet is to go along the fence where they went." He thumbs over his shoulder, indicating the route back to the mechanic, and the patron followed. Unless you're still hungry, he says. He laughs, making a vomit motion. See you later, dude. He calls over his shoulder, walking back to the warehouse. His friend waits for you to gather your things for the lockbox. Better make sure you empty the locker while you have a chance. Once ready, you head along the fence, down towards the wasteland, towards the higher measure, normality. Confiscated items. Empty out. I want. Take. Oh, I can't take. Can I take this from me? Oh, I can't take it in general. Okay. Can I take the box? Yeah. Mr. Carrying too much crap. Being underburden. Okay. How heavy is this damn thing? You know, it doesn't matter. What's this? Abandoned high-rise buildings. Okay, so I gotta go up. You people. Got a hunting rifle. Bleeding. Why is he bleeding? Rod spear. Suddenly able to move. Okay. Charges. You're supposed to use attack for a moment. Unloads that play but misses. Leader's bleeding. Bad Mother leader attacks. Hits. Bad Mother cuts player's lower chest with a broad spear stab. Coughing up blood. Coughing up blood. Tries tackle. Footage. Okay. Kill the Bad Mother. Oh. We have survived. We're weary. We're hurt. But he has a hunting rifle. Broad spear. The broad spear. Eva took everything out. I did not have a room for the shoddy. Which, with a hunting rifle. But I mean, I guess it's a shoddy. Which is complete but. Because I could possibly use it. Where's my ammunition at? Yeah, so I can actually use it. I'll take it. I won't have it. I won't carry it in one hand. Right to the crowbar. I want the spear, but like. Oh, I'm so sorry, brothers. This has to be done. Has to be done. We got a bag. I know I got a box. We'll throw it in the box. Empty out. What the hell is this? Small chunk of food. Keep that. Keep that. There's room for this. Let's have to. Open it up first. Okay, take that. Back to this. Should have room for some small meat. 1, 2, maybe 3 more small meat. I mean, it's good enough for me right now. Miriam, we're still feeling it. Try to look at some landmarks both here and on the map and trace it to. Okay. So all that's done. Ain't really gonna matter. Scavenge. We're not thirsty anymore. Got some whiskey here. What's this? Roasted on stick. Oh. Rest and heal. We're not healing. We're not healing here. System boost. Immune system. Players use a nano robot medical kit. Their wounds have started mending. How many? I get 3 uses out of these. Okay, so I'm definitely keeping it. Take it. Use it twice in accident. I got one right here. Rest and heal. Oh, healing's really, really low. I don't know. You know what the heck this is. But we'll take it. Painkillers. Painkillers. I definitely want the painkillers. Get rid of this. I don't even know. The crowd is free. Major we go free again. By a bit of time. Can I get like another lighter? I got a flashlight turned off. I got the batteries. I obviously definitely gonna want that. Biggest thing that sucks is I'm out of lighter. So now it's gonna be a tad bit hard to cook my food. I'm starting to sweat. That caffeine high. Wait till that caffeine high wears out. Crashing after a caffeine high. Oh. Brother, it was a freaking, she's a shed. It wasn't even in bad shape. Painkillers. Shiv. Poster wheel. Can I combine that? Where's the other wheel at? Oh, there it is. One can wish, right? It's gonna help me. Let me start a small fire. Finding off infection. Okay, so nighttime wasn't too bad. Hold on. A tank long since out of juice. Hexagon holes here and there give away the adaptive camouflage pried off by enterprising tinkers. Nobody bothered to collect it in their hulk. But then why bother? The wars are over. Nobody's left here to fight them. The wall has collapsed into. Are we where we're supposed to be? Also, we're blacking out from exhaustion, so we gotta go to sleep. The wall collapsed onto itself. You see the turret imposing barrel bent downwards by the fence of rubble. Run your hand across the hall. It has the texture of a hardened LCD screen. There's a noise inside. You tap inside the turret and muffled yell response. People inside. People are inside. Squatters trapped when the wall fell. It's too old wreck to be a crew. Besides, the task is big, but a lot of rubble you shift on your own. You'll be visible and vulnerable working on it. Now it's a task. You're worn out. There's too much rubble to move, and it isn't gonna work. The hammer from the inside the tank is starting to fade as initial excitement wears off. How do you tell them? Do you even bother telling them? What would it be like? What would it be like being buried alive, knowing your only hope has given up? Confused and frustrated, you sit down and try to figure out a plan. You're interrupted by a gang of slavers on the prowl of new stock. Time to go. You glance back at the tank full of condemned people. Bad dreams tonight, guaranteed. Blacked out, dehydrated, hungry. We have severe hypothermia now. The human meat that we had is no good now. Which is great. I don't have a hoodie, which is even better. Scratch UVD. I mean, I could empty this. Empty out. I could put these right here. I already got the robot. Saves me from uh carrying that big thing around. Okay. We could hunger. Great, my thingy broke. Use use take that with me. Want these. Still hungry. them sacrificing. Bottled water, but I don't have enough room for any more. Well, I might be able to take one more. No. You carry a moderate load. The movement rate is slower. Player also fatigues faster. Player's whole body is inflammatory, a potential fatal state. The player has froze to death. Well, that's cool. That's cool. But that's what we're going to call for tonight. I want to think about it. Stop by, do stop by, did stop by. I hope you enjoyed the stream. You did feel free to subscribe. It helps the channel a lot. That was Neon Scavenger. I might want to blink for a second. That was actually the best run I've ever had. Not gonna lie. Usually when I make it to Detroit or anything that involves the arena, I tend to actually be the sheep, the lamb that gets tossed down there and mutilated by a freaking robot. So, kudos for us for surviving and making it through. I'm not sure we're gonna start this as a series that we'll keep going until we beat it, or if this is a one-off for the time being. I would personally like to beat this because I do enjoy this game. I do enjoy it, and I've never beaten it. Obviously, as I said, like that our most recent run that just ended was like the best one I've ever had. But yeah. Not sure we'll change it up tomorrow. If we don't, back on this. So I am thinking about doing another game, a different game, another one-off, because I'll beat it in one. I can beat it in one sitting. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your day, night, depending on watching. I'll talk to y'all next one. Ciao.